So I just finished watching Batman: Mask of the Phantasm for the first time, and very, very, very well animated movie. So let's jump right into the positives because there's a lot of positives. The soundtrack of this movie is fantastic. It is incredible. The orchestra, it just builds up so nicely at the beginning. You get a nice shot of Gotham City, obviously the animated Gotham City. This is an animated movie if my viewers haven't seen this movie. And just the orchestra, the build up at the beginning credits is just insanely well done. I just love how much detail and effort they put into it. The story here is basically an origin of Batman, showing more of Bruce Wayne than Batman for most of the movie. And this is the first time out of all the Batman movies I've seen, and I've seen most of them, like the majority of them, this is where we really, really get to sit down and get, familiar with Bruce Wayne's character a lot more. He just wants to have, it just shows what he wanted before he was Batman and how happy he wanted to be. And you see him happy, for a while, but he realizes that he can't handle being happy because a part of him wants to be happy, but the other part of him wants to go out and fight crime and help people. But the villain here is pretty good. I like the villain. The motivations are really good. And basically, everyone thinks that, Batman's doing what the villain does. The villain's not purposely framing him, but every time the villain leaves the scene, they see the cape of the Phantasm flying away, and they think it's Batman. So Joker gets involved. That's kind of where my negatives come in, but I'll get to that in a second because there's still a couple positives I want to say. All the characters here are done really well. The script, the dialogue, it's just the fucking voice acting is just like 100% crystal clean, crisp and clear. It's so good, especially the guy that does the voice for Alfred. These characters, Kevin Conroy, like these voice actors, they just nail these fucking characters. Obviously, live action wouldn't work, but for the animated series and everything else animated Batman, the voice actors, if we didn't have the voice actors, man, these movies, if we didn't have the voice actors we have now, we didn't have fucking Kevin Conroy back in the day, you didn't have Mark Hamill's Joker, like, it would not be the same. Like, they're too good. They fit it way too good. It's creepy. It's creepy how fucking good Mark Hamill is. But, yeah, the story is just really good. Probably one of my favorite Batman stories when it comes to just plain emotion. And, this has not a lot of fighting in it, but it doesn't need to be because it's more of a Bruce Wayne story. And like I said, this is my first time seeing this. I didn't know the plot going in. I had no knowledge of it whatsoever. I can't believe I didn't watch this, not when I was a kid, but a couple years ago. I'm surprised I didn't watch it when I started. A couple years ago is when I started watching all the animated Batman movies a lot more. But this is just hands down the best, I think, when it comes to the emotion, feeling for Bruce Wayne, not Batman, and just one of the better movies for character development for him and everyone else, I think. The only negative I have with this movie is I really like how they do the flashbacks. It'll show how Bruce Wayne's Batman, and then it jumps back, and then it shows, how he became Batman, but they really, really get you engaged, and it's not a boring origin story you've seen 1,000 times. It's really emotional. It's really well done. But the only thing I didn't like about this movie was I felt Phantasm kind of took a back seat after the second act. As soon as the Joker comes in, I saw the Joker and I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know he was in this. And then, he's obviously one of the reasons why the girl can't. She basically divorces Bruce Wayne. They get engaged at the beginning, and then she leaves, because she had to leave with her dad, and then she came back to finish off the guy that killed her dad. And, you know, of course Joker has to be involved. I love Joker, don't get me wrong, but I kind of get sick of him being the main villain in every Batman movie. That's why I'm so fucking excited for the Batman on Friday. Like, you got the Penguin, you got Riddler, you got Catwoman. No visible signs of Joker in the new Batman movie, and that's good. I love Joker. Yes, he's the most iconic fucking Batman villain, but he's on almost every animated movie he's in, so it kind of gets exhausting after a while. I don't know. But, yeah, Phantasm fighting Joker then. It was alright. Definitely not my favorite third act. And then she fakes her death because, you know, Bruce knows who she is now. And she leaves again. And then Bruce basically has to go on without being happy. He had a glimpse of happiness, but now he's just full of Batman. And the movie ends. I think the ending is fucking awesome. I think the ending is perfect. They nailed it. The only complaint I had was Joker, and actually I kind of saw the twist coming from a mile away. It's at the beginning of the movie. There's a flashback, and I forget her name, but the girl that Bruce Wayne falls in love with, you know, she's like, oh, jujitsu's easy, whatever, blah blah blah, and you know he's doing karate. She takes him down, and then I'm instantly like, how does she know how to fight like that? Maybe she's the villain. So when I found out she was the villain, everyone on the internet was like, oh yeah, such a good twist. I was like, it is, but it's not, because I kind of saw it coming, but, you know, didn't ruin my enjoyment of the movie. I wasn't looking for a big twist. I was looking for an emotional value that I haven't seen from a Bruce Wayne character before, and I definitely 100% got that. No complaints there. But yeah, I think Joker's really the only complaint I have. Other than that, this is a greatly animated movie. You can just tell how much care has been put into it. I absolutely loved watching it. Yeah, like, I can't think of any other Batman movie that I haven't seen. Like, I've seen most of them, so yeah, like I said before, guys, when it comes to just pure Bruce Wayne emotion, this is the best. Like, he's only happy for, you know, you actually hear him laugh, and you're like, wow, I don't think I ever heard Bruce Wayne laugh before. He's usually like a miserable guy. And then he can't handle being happy. He can't handle going out and coming, you know, being Batman if someone's at home waiting for him to come home safe like a wife. Just can't handle it. And I just think they captured that perfectly. Tomorrow, my Batman Year 1 review will be out. Tonight, Snowfall episode 3 is coming out, so I'm going to do an episode of that because my last video did really well, so thank you for whoever watched that. And Friday will be the Batman, and yeah, the review will be coming out Friday night. The show's at like 6 o'clock. It'll probably be done at like 9 if it's a 3-hour movie. Who knows how long the fucking previews will go on for. It might go to like 9:30, I don't know. And then, yeah, Friday night, we'll try to get that review out as quick and thorough and clean and crisp as I can for you guys without trying to rush it. Because I don't want to, I don't know. I don't really care to rush and be like, oh yeah, I saw the Batman first guy on YouTube. Like, I don't really care. I'm a small channel. See my videos, you see my videos. You don't. I don't really give a fuck. But, gonna be a fun Batman week. I just wanted to do Mask of the Phantasm Year 1 before I saw the Batman. It's just like a little origin story, kind of. I don't know if you guys would like it, but yeah, if you haven't seen Mask of the Phantasm, go watch it. Definitely the best Bruce Wayne origin story, but like I said millions of times, best emotional Bruce Wayne you'll ever get. So thank you everyone for watching.